What is up, YouTube? Spectacular Spider Grandpa coming back at you with his. I've been tagged. I've been tagged by Cat Ren Figures, the lovely Cat Ren Figures. One of my favorite YouTube channels. She's got great things going on over there. Her and Rebel Cat. She got her pull lists. I'm always watching what she's picking up. Go check out Cat Ren Figures. She just recently sent me an AOK too. I'll go ahead and show that off if I can reach it, because I like showing these off. The top's coming off right there. She sent me that, so thanks again, Kat. Go sub her up. She's got a great channel. I said enough good things about her. I say enough good things about her all the time. So, but that's not why we're here. We're here to see what the fuck you were tagged in, Grandpa. I was tagged by Kat in the top 5 comics you will never get rid of. I guess, from what I'm understanding, this tag originated from Who Dat Comics and Movies, I think he's called now. Not sure, but go check out Who Dat. He's an awesome guy, so check him out. Check out Kat and show the fucking books, Grandpa. Alright, I got a little honorable mentions before we start in my top 5 books that I will never get rid of. Honorable mention number 1 is, of course, the first appearance of Venom. One of my top favorite villain in the Marvel Universe. You've been watching my channel for a while. You know I love Venom. I don't like how they're currently using him in the Marvel Universe. I like him, back in the day when he was eating brains and shit. But still a cool concept for a villain, and this was a grail for me till I think I got this last year. So that's an honorable mention. Honorable mention and number 2 is a big part of my childhood was G.I. Joe, and here's G.I. Joe number 1, pretty awesome condition too. I picked this up. I think I got this for like $1. When I first started YouTube, I bought like 6 long boxes, and it was freaking in there, and so really happy to own this in my collection. And another honorable mention, one of my favorite all-time Marvel stories is the Infinity Gauntlet, and don't mind the price tag up there. I didn't pay $25 for that. I paid $5 for this. Here's where it all begins. My love for Thanos and all the psychotic things he does. So, if you haven't read Infinity Gauntlet, get ready for the Infinity War movie. Go pick up the trade if you could find them. So, this is just a beautiful cover right here. So, honorable mention number 3, Infinity Gauntlet number 1. Now for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books that will never leave my collection unless I die and my family sells them. Then I have no control over that. But just kidding. First book is The Walking Dead number 1. Now, this is not the Walking Dead number 1. I actually won this book in a contest. I think Christian Collins, when he was doing videos, this was one of his prizes. I won. This is the Rob Liefeld. What is this? The Amazing. I can't read. I can't see it. I'm getting old. My eyes are failing. Amazing Arizona Comic Convention. The Rob Liefeld variant. Right here. Signed by Rob Liefeld. I like Rob Liefeld. I think he was a big part of my first collection, and the founding of Image. And yes, he can't draw feet and all that, but I still like him. And to have him autograph this book, to have his autograph on this book is awesome to me. I would love to meet him in person, but and this is also signed by Robert Kirkman, the creator of The Walking Dead, and that is just amazing to me. So this book will never leave my collection, and here's the COA. This is one I think I just recently did a video. This is one of my favorite books in my collection. So yeah, that's one of them. Another book is one of my favorite artists is Erik Larsen. His work on Amazing Spider-Man was like the pinnacle of my first collection, and just fell in love with him. Then when he founded Image with the rest of the boys, he created the Savage Dragon, and I just fell in love with the Savage Dragon. All the different crazy ass villains that he created, and it was right up my alley. And Dave over at Huey's Comics, actually, the last convention he went to, got to meet Erik Larsen and have him sign Savage Dragon #1 for me right there. So, Dave, thank you, my friend. This book will never leave my collection. Another, I gotta take. Where's my coffee? My coffee's in the other room. Another favorite artist. My favorite artist of all time, though, is Todd McFarlane. And this next book I'm about to show has a little story. I've told it before. If you're new to my channel, I'm about to tell it again. When Spawn #1 first came out, Todd McFarlane was doing showing up at all these cons, signing autographs, and I fell in love with Tom. Who the fuck is Tom? Fell in love with Todd back when he was drawing Amazing Spider-Man as well. The way he drew Spider-Man was very organic, and I loved it. He felt more like a spider than a man. Anyway, fell in love with Tom McFarlane. He left Marvel, founded Image. He was doing a con in Chicago, signing Spawn #1s, and I wanted to go, but my parents wouldn't let me. I gave my copy of Spawn #1 to my friend Mike Laskauskas. Shout out to Mike if you're still watching this. I haven't talked to him in 20 plus years, 30 plus years, whatever it's been. He got it signed for me. Had it in my first collection. Sold my first collection. Thought I sold that book, but a couple years ago, I was digging through stuff in my attic, looking for, I don't know what I was looking for, and I found my copy of Spawn #1 autographed by Todd McFarlane. I sent it into PGX real quick to get it graded. It's not a high grade, but it is autographed and signature verified, and it's my copy of Spawn #1 autographed by Todd McFarlane. You can see it right there. Never got to meet the man personally. Would love to someday. Would like to kidnap him and hold him hostage and just have him draw for me all freaking day. So here's my copy of Spawn #1, autographed by Todd McFarlane. Here's the cool back of what is this? Entertainment this month. Wish you could order comics from that. I remember that. So not going anywhere. So Comic Brains, he was having this contest, and the prizes of his contest were blank variants that he would draw an original sketch on each one on the covers if you won. Actually, one he gave me the options of what books I wanted to sketch on. I picked a Transformers book. I told him my favorite Transformers from Gen 1 were Grimlock and Soundwave, and this is what he drew. Amazing artist, guys. right there. Amazing artist. I know I've showed this book off before. It sits on my back wall. I took it off the wall to show it, and it's Grimlock jamming out to some fucking Iron Maiden with Soundwave. So big shout out to Comic Brains. Amazing art. He did this all with Big Pen too. So just the normal Big Pens. So amazing stuff. And last one in my collection. There was a YouTuber back when about the middle of my YouTube, or the beginning of my YouTube career, called BGG, British Geeky Guy. He no longer does videos. Me and him got real good friends, you know. He doesn't make videos anymore. I really don't know what happened. I know he got busy with work and other stuff, and you know, life took over. So hopefully someday, if he's even watching this, he makes a return. But long story short, another one of my favorite current artists is Ariel Olivetti, and I think he does amazing work. And British Geeky Guy was going to a con where he was attending, and he actually got a book signed for me by him. And it actually, this is Venom Space Knight #1. It's signed right there to Spider Grandpa. And then he signed his name. Oh, you can't really see it. There we go. And the date 2016. And this will never leave my collection. Hopefully, if my grandson gets into comics, he could have this. And like, yeah, this is my grandpa's book. And go check out Ariel Olivetti's work, man. He did some Punisher covers that are really awesome, and I always talk about him every time I buy a cover from him. So thank you, BGG, if you're watching this. I know Vince Semper Fi had a little hand in this too, so big shout out to Vince. If you're watching this, thank you, BGG. And that is my top 5 books. My dogs are gagging over there, choking on something. They're probably eating the couch or something. Don't die in cramming, Grandpa. Alright, big shout out to Catren for tagging me in this video. I guess I'm supposed to tag a couple people. Let's tag, I don't know who's done this or who hasn't done this, so let's tag Area 51. Show me your top 5 books that will never leave your collection. I'm sure some Red Sonja and Conan books will be in that. Love you, brother. Let's do my other brother from another mother, not British Geeky Guy. God damn it, Grandpa. OMG Chris, you've been tagged. Show me your top 5 books that will never leave your collection. Make sure Freedom's involved, because I love that shit, man. I love Freedom. Let's go off the chain here for a minute and tag. I don't even know if they watch my videos, and I hope they do. I entered their contest. They're giving away SNES Classic, the mini thing. So I'm gonna tag the Nerdettes. I know you have comic books. You guys collect a lot of shit. I love it. I love your channel. Show me your top 5 books that'll never leave your collection. And if you guys don't want to do it, whatever. So that's it. Thank you, Kat. Be kind to one another.